G'day guys, I'm Rob Hamilton. Welcome to Moto Feelz. Today it's Wallpaper Wednesday, so that means you get to do a little tap to edit thing on my story and screenshot a delicious wallpaper, which some of you might have already done before. But I'm going to show you how I do it. Alright, let's jump in. So here we have the final result of the R65 built by Gasoline Motor Co. for Cam Elkins. This was taken at sunset. You can see the gold inflections coming through on the photo, which I like, especially around the exhaust and around the wheel there. And of course those lines just leading to the bike. Painted lines are always a winner for me. I love them. But yeah, I reckon in the sky, it was a perfect night. We got lucky. We got super lucky. Okay, so let's do this. Let's reset this. And of course, this is I've made this for iPhone X, so the resolution here is already in 2.36 times 1.125. Bang! Lock that in there. You can see that it's very, very crooked and a little out of line here. So let's just straighten that up. I think that looks a little bit delicious. Boom! There we go. And that's our crop. I'll just bring that down just a touch. There is our crop. Okay, cool. Now looking at exposures, I think we'll bump in here first. Highlights, or push the highlights up there a little bit. Shadows. I love how it shows how much detail there is in the photo. Like, you know, you wouldn't think, you'd be like, God damn it, it's underexposed. No, but lo and behold, there is a lot of information there. So we'll bump that up to around 70 or something. I don't really even go by the numbers. I just use my eyeballs and see what I like. There's a little line here. There's some crowd details. I don't want to go too over with the highlights. I think I like it about there. The blacks and whites. Usually, I'd start off going more whites and a little less black. Like crunch those blacks down. But for this, I just removed the whites a little bit. I didn't want it to, sort of in your face. I wanted it to be nice and subtle. So we're looking at, round it out down here. Yeah, be like that there. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So already, before and after. Always check your before and afters so you can, that's backspace. Before and afters, so you can see where you're sort of sitting at, see how much damage you've done to the photo already. But that's cool. I'm liking that. Might even add a bit more blue to that, yeah. Okay, now what are we looking at? I think, I love this texture, this new texture slider that they've introduced. I'll just bump that up a little bit. Clarity, I love a bit of clarity, especially on bikes. Look at that, it just brings out it out. So I'm thinking around there. And I'm no expert at this. I've literally been shooting for just over 2 years, and I'm just it's whatever, however it looks to you. If it looks good to you, bang, you're winning. You know what I mean? You're not going to please everybody. Some people might just like black and white, like straight off the bat. For me, I'm a color guy. Love a bit of color. Alrighty, but in saying that, I will bring the color down. Saturation. I like to just leave at 0 most of the time. Of course, unless it's, smashing your face full of color. And I like to just, I'll move the vibrance. It's more of a subtle, gradual movement, I find. So I don't know, around minus 20, minus 18, whatever. I like it. I like where it's heading. This is tasty. Alrighty, and now we've got the tone curve. So this here, I like to normally divvy it up into 3 sections. You got your highlights, you got your mid-tones here, and then you've got your I don't know, what's it called? Shadows. Yeah, your shadows. And that's a favorite of mine, just kicking it up a little bit, just to get, I just love that matte sort of feel, you don't want to overdo it. Overdoing it can, looks a bit whack. You don't want to whack matte. There we go, nice. Might bring those blacks down just a little bit. Nice, very good. Now those mid-tones. How are we looking here? Yeah, bring it up about there. Bring this eyes down a bit because it's killing my face a little bit. A little bit. Just around the edges here. Very good. Very nice. If we're going to get a bit fussy, we can just milk it. Just milk it a little bit in there. Cool, I like that. I like that. Yeah, see, it just gives that little bit, that bit more, that bit more flavour. It's just like a furry feeling. I don't know. I feel the fur in my mouth. Straight down, bang, HSL sliders. Alright, so this is where you can control all of your colours, if you, that's not going to test, but orange will be, there we go. If you want it, bang, 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 bang. You want it more green, bang. Want it more, whatever colour that is, do that. For me, I just like to have it a little bit lower just to give that red a bit of pop. So hue, yellow. I love the gold. I'm a gold fan. If you know my work, if you've seen my work, you'll know that I'm a gold fan. I'm only looking at me green. Green's really not doing much. I can stay. Saturation. So obviously the saturation is how much of the color you want in there. So I like the orange punch. I think there is nice. Yellow, all that can stay. How's the blue? Yeah. So sometimes I like to fade it out. Sometimes I like to have it not that much. But I think I'm gonna have some blue in there to make it match the photo that I'm giving you. Alrighty, straight down to luminance. That is the brightness of the individual colours. So if you just want to lift a little bit, give the orange there a bit of a kick. Alright, so split toning. Bam! How's that looking? It's looking on the green side. We'll have to go back up and change the no! No! Better not die me. Oh, better not die. Sharpening. I love a crispy image. Hold down your option key just to flick it to black and white. That way you can just sort of see the details a little fine. See, that's no sharpening, and that's sharpened. You can see that. It works very nicely. So hold down the option key to be able to just switch between the black and white and that. And masking, I think that's very important as well, because you don't want to sharpen the grain, unless that's the thing you're after, which is cool. Hold down the option key again, and I like to bring it up so that only the outline of the lines of the bike are sharpened, and not so much the grain. So you can bring it down, and you can see all those dots up there. They're all sharpened. They've all been sharpened, which I don't want. I don't really like it. For me, that's nice. I like to see all the lines. Very, very nice indeed. Noise reduction. I don't really do too much noise reduction because sometimes you can lose the detail. Anyway, moving on. I'll go on about noise reduction in another episode. Boom! Remove chromatic aberration. I never know how to say that. Is it aberration? Aberration. And then you have the old profile correction, which I'll leave off, just because I don't want it to be so bright, although it's not that much. No, I'll take it. Okay, cool. Coming down, I do like a bit of vignette. Some people don't like using the slider vignette, but there's heaps of different ways you can do it. I'm just gonna chuck it in there. I'm just gonna do it like this. And bang, scrolling back up, we are almost there. We are very almost there. Yes, very, very nice. Very nice. I'm happy with that. Bit of contrast. Actually, I might bring the brightness up a little bit. It's a bit dark. come to life. It's come to life. So the contrast ends up boosting your colors as well, so you need to be a little bit careful of that. Yeah, and I always like to just have a little squeeze at this little navigator screen up here, just to, it gives you a nice perspective on how it'll look in a, a smaller resolution. Sometimes your eye will pick up things on here more than it will pick up on this screen, so it's good to just always revert to here. Yeah, just to make sure you're pretty square and pretty happy days. But I think that's it. I think, bang, export it and you'll have it as, oh, look at that. That's L, guys. Hit L. And you hit it again. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there you go. L just dims the outside so you can sort of see, without going too dark, and then bang, hit L again, and then you can, oh look, you can modify your exposures as well, as that just popped up. Oh, hit F and bang, bring it to the full screen. There we go. Okay, there we go. Original. Boom. Edited. There it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That was my very first tutorial I've ever done. So I don't know, maybe eventually I'll be able to explain things a bit better to you. Hopefully, this is literally just how I've taught myself how to edit. I can go into each individual little group for you guys if that's something you're after. I don't know. There's just so much. There's so much to show and to give to you guys. I just thought I'll just start somewhere. That was pretty. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you got something out of it. Maybe you learned something new. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're like, Rob, that sucked. Let me know. I want to know if it sucked. Tell me if it sucked. But yeah, hop on my Instagram, Moto Feelz, boom, and this will be there for you, waiting for you to screenshot. Be careful. It's only up there for a day, so get amongst it. Yeah, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all done up. I don't know what that was. That's my Maltese hands. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit like. It just helps me. Make sure you get this photo. Make sure you get it. It looks sick on the phone. Focus, there we go. Look at that. It looks sick. I love it. Anyway, peace, legends.